Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rahman. So today we'll be looking into various gadget comparison and we cannot wait to show you guys about it. This video we have three speakers. The first speaker will be Muhammad Aiman Shakir. The next speaker we have Muhammad Rabbani and the last speaker we have Emam Johan. So without further ado, let's get into the comparison video.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So for the first comparison, we'll be looking into a smartphone gimbal comparison. Smartphone gimbal is the most essential things for mobile videography or photography. Despite having many stabilizing technologies that each smartphone packed with right now, even though your camera comes with OIS lens or EIS steady features and super steady video features, adding gimbal to your videography gears is like an icing on the cake. It makes your video much smoother and it also helps you recording in a certain condition depending on what types of recording actions that you want to play with. There are two types of smartphone gimbal in the market right now, which are 2-axis and 3-axis gimbal. So when it comes to purchasing a smartphone gimbal, many people are not considering types of gimbal, thus they don't even know what types of axis of gimbal that meets their needs for recording a video later. So let's jump into 2-axis versus 3-axis gimbal. In terms of price, 2-axis gimbal should be cheaper than a 3-axis gimbal, but it also depends on the brands of gimbal itself. If you pick 2-axis gimbal from company like Zhiyun, which is the well-known company in smartphone gimbal, the price may be a little bit expensive, around 200 plus ringgit, than the cheapest 3-axis gimbal in the market. But then if you pick 3-axis gimbal, mostly it is expensive, which the price sometimes can start from 300 plus ringgit until 500 and plus and above, especially if you're considering to get a DJI or small mobile, which it can reach until 500 ringgit. So yeah, it's just expensive, but you will get the best quality out of it for sure. In terms of stabilizing, if you just use your gimbal for taking photos, casual videos, 2-axis gimbal is just enough for you. But if you use your gimbal for professional video recording, then it should be a 3-axis gimbal for you. I'm not saying that you couldn't record any video using 2-axis gimbal, but in terms of video recording quality, especially if you want to record a video while you're running or walking normally, also your video will be kind of shaky or not nice. And why is this happens? This is because 2-axis gimbal just fulfill Z-axis and Y-axis motion movement, which we consider as the simple movement, while 3-axis gimbal has additional Z-axis for tilt function, which allows you to tilt your phone like this while you're recording. So as a conclusion, I personally prefer 3-axis over 2-axis of gimbal because it gives me more versatility in my video recording and also allow me to record any scenes that I want smoothly. I think I would prefer 3-axis over 2-axis gimbal. So I think that's all from me for the smartphone gimbal comparisons. So let's continue to the other members comparison. So thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Rabbani. So for my part, I gonna review the gadget that in front of me, which is a laptop cooler. So there are three different types of laptop coolers: the medium size and the large size. For your information, laptop cooler is a device that can cooling down your laptop while doing your work. So guys, without wasting any time, let's start. The cooling pad is this, the medium size. This cooling pad has a dual big fan at the center of the cooling pad, and for this cooling pad specification, so this cooling pad RPM is about 1000 RPM when you turn on the switch. This cooling pad also has one level of height adjustment, so you can use on the table like this, or you can adjust to another height level. For this cooling pad, the material that is being used is, for the frame is from the plastic, and for the top body is from the steel. So this cooling pad has a LED light under its both fans. The size it can hold the laptop is around 12 inches to 15.6 inches. Not too big and not too small. So how much this cooling pad is? The price is around RM35.90. If you want to buy this cooling pad, I recommended it because the price is affordable. The fan is very cool. It can cooling down your laptop very fast. Okay, this is one of my favorite cooling pad for laptop cooler. This laptop cooler has 6 core powerful fans that make heat dissipation faster. The fan also has built-in LED light and LCD display, control and set fan speed that can be adjusted at any time. Here the button to adjust the fan speed. Also has 2 USB ports. This cooling pad also has a cool RGB lighting effect on both sides of the laptop that give a better experience. Next is ergonomic design, which is 7 levels of adjustment to meet various needs. Okay, suitable for the use of 12 inch to 17 inch laptop. This is the RGB light. You can also change its color by pressing this button. How much this cooling pad? This cooling pad, the price is around RM80.90. The price is very expensive because it has more features than the previous cooling pad. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Emam Johan bin Sidik, and I will tell you why you should get a Realme smartwatch compared to an Apple smartwatch. So what is a smartwatch? As you know, smartwatches provide easy access to some of the smartphone applications and also provide sensor data like heart rate monitoring and sleep tracking, which isn't available on any smartphones. Smartwatches are wearable computers in the form of wristwatches, provide more features besides timekeeping. They often include integration to your smartphone, showing your incoming calls and messages, and some apps with additional functionality like weather information and maps for direction. So you must be wondering what are the best smartwatches to buy. So let's start with the Apple Watch first. So Apple Series 6 weighs only 47.1 grams with a 1.78 inches of HD screen with a resolution of 448 by 368 pixels. This Apple Series 6 with a battery life is designed to last 18 hours on a fully charged. It contains the features of blood oxygen sensor. It also contains the heart health sensor. It is a heart rate sensor that can continuously monitors the user's heart rate every few minutes. It can also set a family setup. It allows you to set up for your children's Apple Watches without needing their own iPhone. Children in the household get a phone number of each Apple Watch, allowing the family to keep in touch even the kids don't have their phones. So this is basically the reason why people intend to buy Apple Series 6 compared to the other smartwatches, because of these cool features that others smartwatches doesn't have. Well, we know by these unique and cool features under an Apple product, the price gonna be quite steep, and it's true. Apple has set this smartwatch to be 1,749 ringgit Malaysia. That price for me is quite expensive for a smartwatch. So now let's compare the Apple smartwatch to another smartwatch which is much more cheaper most likely have the same feature as an Apple smartwatch. Realme Watch 2 Pro. So now let's take a closer look at the Realme Watch 2 Pro. So basically this watch had a display screen of 1.75 inch and it has a 320 by 385 pixel of HD screen, and this watch weighs only about 40 grams, so this is much more lighter compared to the Apple smartwatch. The training recording with a total of 15 sport modes can be installed in this Realme Watch 2 Pro from a selection of about 90 spots. The battery life for this Realme Watch 2 Pro lasts up to 14 days according to Realme. That is 2 weeks of using your Realme Watch 2 Pro. Since the Watch 2 Pro does not have an ambient light sensor, a lot depends on the setting for brightness and display timeout. This watch can also measure your heart rate, which allows you to measure your blood pressure. This is very helpful when you are conducting your exercise, your daily exercise routine, where you can measure your blood pressure during your exercise. So basically the features inside the Apple smartwatch can also be found in this Realme Watch 2 Pro, but with much more cheaper price. This smartwatch costs only around 300 ringgit only. So why do you have to pay more when you can get the same feature as an Apple product in this smartwatch? So that's all from me. I hope I can help you to decide which smartwatch you decided to buy. If you prefer an Apple product, you can just go buy and spend your money towards the Apple product smartwatch. But if you want to save money, you can just get your own Realme Watch 2 Pro. So I'm Emam Johan. Thank you for watching.